This is Nick, and I can't sleep. Today we're going to talk about the fight for clean air. So,
No, we're not. That's not what we're doing. This isn't even, it's not even like dark. You can't sleep. I brought Nick over for a science experiment. This is actually not I can't sleep, nor is it conversations and sunglasses. I was trying to figure out what to do for a vlog this month, and struck me it's Pride Month, so I decided to do I decided to do a science experiment on a heterosexual person. So which I think you are a heterosexual person, are you not?
Yes.
Male or female?
My orientation, or
no,
the
your
orientation that I like?
Like your orientation. Oh, okay. Like, well, if you're heterosexual, then the person you like is female.
But if your question was, do you like male or female, or are you male or female?
Both. My question was, are you male or female?
Male.
Okay. Are you sure? This test will not tell us that, but it will tell us whether or not you are heterosexual. Which, so the results of this test may shock your wife. I don't think it will.
I doubt it.
I doubt it too. But let me get into my little.
His password is 7436 LIKE.
Oh, man.
Okay, so if y'all ever have his tablet.
Alright, I have to put on my old man disguise because I can't see. That would be a good idea for a video series. My name is Glenn and I can't see.
You didn't give me a pair of glasses?
I mean, you can use these when I'm not using them.
Okay, so we'll just switch back and forth.
So this test is the Klein Sexual Orientation Grid. And it's more detailed than the Kinsey, what's it called? The Kinsey scale, which was an older version of a sexual orientation test where you either, like a 0 on the Kinsey scale is 100% heterosexual and a 6 is 100% homosexual. And there's not much room for variations when most humans, like, I think a 6 or a 0 would be pretty rare, because everybody has thoughts, right? Everybody, like, most people can tell, like, if you're a heterosexual man, it's not like you don't know what a good-looking man is, whether you're attracted to that man sexually or not, right?
Yeah, some people would say Ben Barnes, but I just don't see
Wait, what about Ben Barnes?
Anyways, go on.
Don't talk about my boo. Okay, so I'll just read.
You're wearing shoes, not boots.
This is, whatever, whatevs. Okay, so the Klein Sexual Orientation Grid, I'm reading this from the site with my fake eyes, is a system for describing a person's sexual orientation in a way that is more detailed and informative than previous methods. It was introduced by Dr. Fritz Klein, 1932 through 2006, in the first edition of his 1978 book, The Bisexual Option. It captures more nuance and complexity than the familiar one-dimensional Kinsey scale. Oh, like I was saying. Please note that the Klein Grid is not a diagnostic tool intended to test and reveal a person's sexual orientation. Instead, it is a learning tool to help people better understand the nuance and complexity that makes up everyone's sexuality. In this online version, we have updated some of the language to address contemporary emphasis on identity and to acknowledge that gay no longer functions as an umbrella term in the same way it did in the 1970s. Okay.
So we're done with the test, everybody.
That was the introduction.
Okay.
Are you scared? Are you scared to take this test? Do you have any doubts? Do you have any? So So you think you're gonna be straight? Let's.
It sounds like you're like challenging me to.
All tests are challenges, and I'll take it after you. We'll see how. Whatever.
Or you can take it first, since I'm the guest of.
A guest goes
this,
first. Okay. So, and I'll put a link to this test at the in the description below if you want to take it and find out how gay you are, or how straight you are, or how bi you are. This is the test. This is the test that will tell you that. All right. So, sexual attraction. This is the first question. To whom are you sexually attracted? And that's not. It's broken up into past, present, future. All the questions on this test are. So it's not just how you feel now, but how you felt historically, like, and how you expect to feel or would like to feel in the future, I guess. So.
But I can't see into the future.
It's confusing. I know. It's like, I don't know who I'm gonna think is hot in the future, but it's more like it's like, where do you see your attraction in the future? It's like, where do you think your attraction will be in the future? So like in the past, who were you sexually attracted to? And the options are different sex only, different sex mostly, different sex somewhat more, both equally, same sex somewhat more, same sex mostly, or same sex only. And those, I won't go through those options every question because they're the same.
Well, I already know the answer. It's same sex only for past.
Wait,
present.
same sex only?
Sorry, different
you realize
sex.
Same sex.
I know what I said. What I meant is different sex only.
No, what you just said that in the past you were completely gay.
Completely gay. No.
Okay, in the past, different sex only. In the present, today,
different sex only.
Oh, okay. Is your wife a different sex?
Yeah,
I've known her since she was a kid, but
she is a different sex.
Okay.
I mean, that might be too much information for you, but
I don't know. It doesn't matter, I guess. Okay, so future. Where do you see your attractions?
Well,
in the future? Do you think you're gonna branch out and maybe?
No.
All right. So different sex only.
Yeah.
All right.
This is eventful.
How boring. All right. Next. I said next. All right, sexual behavior. Here we look at actual behavior as opposed to sexual attraction. With whom do you have sexual relationships? Past? Different sex only, blah, blah, blah.
I'll let you take a guess.
Same sex only?
No, different sex only.
Different sex only. Okay. Present.
Those are all gonna be the same.
Present. I mean, your wife would be kind of upset if your answer was different than in the present. It's like, in the future, I guess you intend to remain married to your wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the most eventful test.
It is. It's exciting.
You have ever seen. Taken on YouTube.
Pride Month, though, I want to celebrate you if you come out a little bit bi. I want to say Happy Pride. I mean, otherwise, it's just, you're another like, not at all bi dude. I don't know. All right, sexual fantasies. Whether they occur while daydreaming, during masturbation, as part of our real lives, or purely in our imagination, fantasies provide insight about whom do you have sexual fantasies.
Well, this is probably going to blow your mind. Different sex only.
Really? Okay. All right. Present?
Well, the present is going to be the exact same.
Okay.
Now, the future might shock you.
Really? Oh, so you're planning to have some bi fantasies, perhaps?
No, different sex only.
All right.
I thought it would throw you off.
Different sex. Next. Emotional preference. Sexuality extends far beyond physical intimacy. Our emotional connections are an important part too. With whom do you prefer to establish strong emotional bonds? Now this one, really think about it, because this isn't like sexual activity, you know? This
is just having conversations.
Right. This is like
with or without sunglasses.
Right. This is who you tend to bond with emotionally, gender with, and it has nothing to do with like sexual, like physical attraction. So
in the
same
past,
scale.
I would have to say different sex mostly, because I tend to have longer conversations with older women.
Okay.
Because I have dimples, and they find that attractive, or not attractive isn't the right word, adorable. So they would always start up long conversations.
All right.
Present. I think that one is probably...
Oh, and both equally is an option in case...
Yeah, probably more equally, because I don't... There's no reason not to have strong emotional bonds.
Right.
With whoever. In the future is probably going to be about the same.
Both equally?
Yeah.
Alright.
I do want to change the past to the one down. So not different sex mostly, but different sex somewhat
more?
Yeah.
Okay. Because of your dimples. That's interesting. I guess so.
I mean, that's why I'm a good salesman.
Social preference. Kind of the same. Oh, it says, okay, although similar to emotional preference, social preference is often different. For example, your closest emotional relationships may all be with women, but you spend most of your social life with men. Where are you on the scale in the past? So, who did you spend the most time with? Preferentially. Who did you prefer to spend the most time with? Because I guess you could actually be spending time mostly with someone you prefer not to, so that's not the way to answer it. It's who would you prefer in the past to socialize with more.
I mean, as children, I feel like for the most part you tend to stick with your own gender.
Okay.
So I would say same sex mostly. Because you have the same interests.
Yeah. And girls have cooties, right? Like back then.
Yeah.
Back then.
And now we know that cooties aren't actually cooties, but okay. So, let's see. Now, it really doesn't matter what...
Both equally?
Yeah. I mean...
Just hang out with anybody.
It's not their gender, it's their... what they have going on in their head, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
In the future, it's probably going to be both equally.
Okay. It's like, no, in the future I intend never to speak to men again.
Never to speak to anyone, ever. Sorry, Glenn,
There's
no more
not
conversations
a nobody
in sunglasses.
option on here. Okay, lifestyle. Some straight people prefer to spend the majority of their free time in LGBTQ circles. On the other hand, LGBTQ people may prefer to live exclusively around other queer people in predominantly straight, heteronormative areas, or a mixture of both. In what kinds of environments do you choose to live, work, and play? Where do you feel most comfortable? And it emphasizes the LGBTQ people who might be taking this test, but like I've known heterosexual people who prefer to hang out with gay people. You know, like, so it goes both ways. It's just whoever you are more comfortable with, like, spending, you know, like the ambiance you like. Like, I've known straight people who like to go hang out at gay bars, but not straight bars. If a bar can have a sexual orientation. But, go on.
So, a gay bar, does it just
gay
like
bar,
other...
Right, a gay bar only is attracted to bars of the same gender. But
how do you get a bar's gender?
You gotta dig down and look underneath.
Oh.
But anyway, okay, so in the past, let's see, how can we condense? Where do you feel the most comfortable in gay circles or straight circles?
I made this statement earlier. I don't care about someone's orientation.
So, mixed, would that be fair? Or do you feel like, okay, imagine it though, like, if you were to go into a gay bar to hang out with your friends, would you be comfortable?
A little bit less. Just
Okay.
because if I start up a conversation with someone, I don't want it to be them to think that I'm coming onto them or something along those
Misconstrued.
lines.
Yeah.
Uh,
So, straight somewhat more or mostly straight?
we can do mixed, straight, somewhat more.
Okay.
Oh, I guess past.
Oh.
I guess present would be now is mixed, somewhat more, straight, somewhat more.
Straight somewhat more? Wait,
yeah.
Mixed somewhat
okay,
more. Mixed straight somewhat more, right.
So all of these questions have past, present, and future.
Yeah.
So it's harder to think about the past, present, and future.
Right.
With a question like this.
Okay, so in the past then, does that still apply? Or in the past would you have been more or less comfortable?
In the past, I probably would have been a little bit less comfortable.
Okay.
So let's do mostly straight.
Alright.
And then
in the future, where do you plan to be more comfortable in the future?
In the future, the way I see it, at the age I am now, people are people.
Except for the ones who aren't. But I mean, yeah.
Those are aliens.
Right, but
I'm just gonna say mixed, because, I mean,
alright.
it doesn't matter your sexual orientation to me.
Cool. Why isn't it nexting? Last question. Identity. How we see ourselves and want to be seen by others is an important variable since our concept of self strongly affects our thoughts and actions. A person's present and past identity may differ significantly from their future ideal. Without using labels for orientation or gender, how do you conceptualize your sexuality? So in the past, I guess whoops. Oh yeah, so your attraction, equally attracted to all sexes.
I guess
that's what I thought. Dang it, I keep...
well, if you're just going to answer for me, why am I even here?
Bye. Okay. Yeah, you answer that question.
Well,
how about that?
Exclusively attracted to different sex is past, present, and probably going to be the same in the future.
Okay. It's your ideal for the future. Like you want to... Because you're married. I mean, obviously, you've made a lifetime commitment. Alright, let's find out. Let's find out what you are.
Dun, dun.
And I don't know what any of these numbers are. I'm going to screenshot this so that I can put it up if I can find out where to print screen there. Boop. So hopefully if I can figure out wherever that went, I can put that picture up. If you're comfortable, are you comfortable with sharing your orientation?
I mean, I guess.
Bi, mostly heterosexual. Wait, why are you bi? For
the past, and that might be because of being around.
I guess. See, that's kind of an unfair.
I agree. I mean,
okay.
I understand where, with the quiz in mind, that could make more sense. But how many 6-year-olds do you know that is running over to play with the females?
Maybe we're supposed to not think about that. Like maybe we're supposed to, like maybe the past is, it doesn't specify, because I was thinking childhood too, but you're not sexual as a child, so maybe
but it's social preferences.
Right. So that's, I don't know, that's interesting. I'm wondering why. I figured you would be exclusively, totally heterosexual. I don't think your social preferences has anything to do with your sexual orientation.
I feel like Okay, so the orientation grid has the sexual attraction, sexual behavior, sexual fantasies,
Emotional preference.
identity,
Identity.
and maybe
I see what you're saying.
I guess I could possibly see lifestyle playing into that if you're way on one end or way on the other. But emotional preferences, social preferences, I don't really feel play into it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's
Because the way I see it, if you're on for a heterosexual male, I feel as though someone who thinks that it's not okay to have an emotional conversation, a deep conversation with someone of the same sex.
Yeah, there's some
sounds kind of
closet Casey to me.
not necessarily
Someone who's like,
closet Casey,
I'm not going to talk to a man.
but very bigoted in a not really sure how to put that any other way. Like it feels like it's sexist.
Yeah, it's
to some extent
discriminatory, and it seems phobic. Like, like the people who are all, I just laugh at people. I think they're closet cases because when they're like so uncomfortable with like male bonding, when they're just like, I never looked at a guy. I don't know what guys look like. I've never even seen my own cock. I don't know. Like,
oh.
It's like,
in that case,
yeah, you have, but why are you lying about it? Like, what are you actually hiding? That's what I think when someone is that uncomfortable. All right, so mostly heterosexual. Now do me. Wait.
Okay, so the Klein Sexual.
You don't have to do the whole explanation again, because for one thing, I'm almost out of room on my camera. Now let's find out. Let's find out what I am.
Sexual attraction.
To
whom are you sexually attracted to in the past?
In the past?
Yes, in the past.
Okay. Oh wait, I guess I have to put on my dumb.
Oh, actually, I need.
I can't see the options.
It's okay. I'll read them for you.
There are too many. It'll take too much time. Okay, so
different sex only. Different sex mostly.
Okay, in the past.
Goodness, you are blind. Yes, in the
past.
Oh,
they don't work for you.
In the past.
Okay.
Who
I'm
were
trying
you
to
sexually attracted to?
Chop up eras of my
He-Man.
sexual history. I was never sexually attracted to He-Man. Maybe once.
Skeletor.
I don't know. Dolph Lundgren. When I was 15, I was okay, both equally. When I was 15, I was attracted to everyone. When I was 15, I should have been kept in a cage. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
100%.
Now what about the present at age 28?
Oh, right. Okay. At the wait, what was the question? To whom are you sexually
attracted to?
I would say, what are my options? I can't see.
On a scale of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 being the complete opposite gender. 1 being the same gender. Where would you put yourself?
I am the same gender.
No, like to whom you're sexually attracted to.
I know. Okay, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to be like real with myself. Like, I'm over analytical all the time. So I'm like, I don't want to miss anything.
You know what we should do? We should have just the conversation and not do like the quiz.
I want to know
like
my
secretly do the quiz when you aren't paying attention.
Oh yeah. Well, it's too late for that. Okay, I would say sexual attraction now, present day. I mean, obviously it's going to be here somewhere in there. It's
like, are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
So the same sex somewhat more, the same sex mostly, or the same sex only?
Same sex mostly.
And in the future?
Probably the same. Same sex mostly. Well, yeah.
I can go back. Do you want to change your answer?
I don't know. Wait. Okay, sexual attraction. Okay, no, you know what? We have to change these. I think. Why don't I understand what the question is?
Who are you sexually attracted
Okay,
to?
no, it's true. Okay, same sex mostly.
Are you keeping both
Yeah,
of those?
I'm keeping.
Okay,
I'm keeping
so
both.
the past is both equally, the present is same sex mostly, and the future is same sex mostly.
Yes.
Okay, sexual behavior. Here, we look at sexual behavior as opposed to sexual attraction. With whom do you have sexual relationships?
Oh, okay.
In the past?
Both equally.
In the present?
Same sex only.
In the future?
Same sex mostly.
Okay, well,
Alright.
after technical difficulties, we're back.
Technical difficulties being the camera shut off and we didn't know and we just kept going and took the whole test. And then we had to go watch the footage to see where we got to, and then I couldn't remember my answers because clearly I was having issues being... I overthink things. I just want to make sure that I'm giving things the proper self-evaluation, like that I'm being honest, and I don't want to make a mistake.
Okay, anyways, sexual fantasies. I won't say the exact same thing because I don't remember.
Oh, it's okay. We'll just pretend this is the first time.
About whom do you have sexual fantasies in the past?
Your mom. I
Okay,
mean,
so different
no.
sex only.
No. Wait, no, okay.
In the present?
Sexual fantasies in the past, I would say both equally.
In the present?
Okay, in the present, I would say, wait, the options are... Here we go. This is who I am. I'm just...
Even on the second go around, we have the same problem.
Because I don't remember my answers, because I don't really think about it. Okay. Wait, what was the question? Fantasies,
Whom
present
do you have
fantasies.
sexual fantasies about?
Your mom.
In the
No,
present.
I mean,
okay,
not your mom.
different
Not
sex
your mom.
only. In the future?
No. Okay, present is same sex. Mostly.
I think you said that one last time.
You think I said mostly, or I think I went back and forth?
You did.
I couldn't decide which. It
In the
depends on,
future.
is it Tuesday or Wednesday? I don't know what fantasizing about more. Okay, Okay, you just reminded me of the story that you didn't want to say that you might not, I don't know if that was even recorded when you said this reminds me of a story you don't want me to tell. I'd forgotten all about that. Alright.
Future.
Future sexual fantasies. Now I'm thinking about that nightmare I had. I would say, wait. I would say same sex mostly. Probably. I mean, you never know. I don't... But it's the future, but we've covered this. We know it's alright.
Emotional
Where I see
preferences.
Okay. Emotional preferences. With whom do I prefer to establish strong emotional bonds? In the past, I would say different sex mostly. In the present, I would say same sex mostly. In the future, I would say same-sex mostly.
Social
Which isn't like
preferences.
misogynistic. Like that's something I said on the last recording that got cut off that I feel like is an important point to make.
And it'll be answered by this one.
Right, it is answered by this one because it makes me feel misogynistic. It's not that I don't like if I bond more with men. It has more to do with being a man, I think, that just it's easier to bond with people of the same gender who are having the same experience as you are, whether it's just a friendship or a romance, but it's not like I'm opposed to forming strong bonds with women. Anyway, continue. Oh yeah, sexual preference. Social preference.
Oh, well,
Social
I don't know why they had to make it 7 questions. It's one question gives you the
Right, we can
answer.
just skip.
So
What is
social
your
preference
sexual
is...
preference? One question.
Social preference is both equally, because I remember that one.
Wait, okay, in the past, social preference...
Unless you want to change your answer.
Well, I just want to make sure, because I don't remember my thought process.
I do.
Where are you? You do. But they don't. They weren't there.
But
Okay, so past social preferences, which is... Oh, just, yeah.
who do you want to spend your time with?
Both equally... Yeah, both equally. You're right.
Past, present, and future.
Past, present, and future. It makes no dang difference.
What gay bar, what bar do you like to spend your time in?
Well, I don't drink, so
lifestyle.
Lifestyle.
What kind of environment do you choose to work, live, and play? Where do you feel most comfortable?
Perverse
In the past.
ambiance, dude.
Mostly the dark.
Yeah, the dark. With the lights are turned out, it doesn't matter. No, okay. Lifestyle. Let's see. Okay, in the past, mostly straight.
Oh yeah.
In the present, mixed. And in the future, mixed.
Identity.
Superman.
How do you see yourself?
Superman.
In the past, it was Superman.
I mean, in the present. Well, okay. In the past, my identity.
Was it still Superman?
Oh, my identity was 15. That's what I go back to. That's my past. That is the bar for the past. Is when I was 15. Okay. It was equally attracted to all sexes.
In the present.
It is mostly attracted to the same sex.
Are you sure? Because you made a comment about my mother earlier.
Well, that was in the past, son. I'm kidding.
I'm not your son,
I know.
but okay.
No, it wasn't that far in the past. I've never met your mom. Yeah, I've met your mom.
You've met my mom.
I met
You
your mom.
officiated our wedding.
That's right. I was there. Sometimes I forget I was there when I was there.
Well,
I
you had a different wig on.
Oh,
than
right.
Your normal wig. You dusted
And, you
off
know,
all the powder.
Sometimes my memories get absorbed into my wigs, and I don't remember what was going on until I put on that other wig again. I don't know.
Okay,
All
in
right.
the future, what's your identity?
Your mom. No, wait, my identity. I am your mom.
So you
identify as your mom.
You want to be my mom. I don't know how that translates to exclusively attracted to different sex, mostly attracted to different sex.
I mean, I don't know. I guess we should call up your mom and ask her, you know, if I want to be her in the future, then... All right.
I think you're going to have to make,
In the future...
a 360.
In the future, I would say mostly attracted to same sex. Oh, that's the last question. We gotta find out what I am.
Last question.
Again, with the camera on. The camera is
is rolling. Okay.
Still recording. Why won't it go? Okay, what am I?
So, in the past, you were bi or heterosexual leaning.
That means leaning towards the
present,
heterosexual.
present or future, it's more, oh, in the present, you're mostly homosexual. In the future, you're going to be homosexual leaning.
That's weird. What did I answer differently, I wonder?
I think...
Oh, well.
I don't know. But
I don't know. I think...
So...
Wait, so overall...
You are
bi homosexual leaning.
Are you, like, flabbergasted right now?
No, I mean... I'm just me. You know, I'm just not afraid... See... That's why I don't like labels, because I just think of my orientation as being comfortable. I'm just not afraid of my attractions. And I'm just a me. I knew
Aren't we all just
a
me, though?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, it freaks me out sometimes, like, all the labels. Like, it's like, are you bi or are you pan? Or are you, if you're mostly... attracted to guys, are you gay? If you're mostly attracted to girls, are you straight and just confused? Like, I don't think you're confused. I think labels are confusing. I don't think your feelings are confusing. You know, if everybody just takes their feelings at face value and just lets go of labels altogether, then nobody has to worry about it. Like you, who have never been attracted to a guy, the only reason it would ever make you feel confused if you did have an attraction to a guy in the future is because of your label. Like, it's become your identity, and like, what does it mean? Like, who am I if I'm not straight, you know? Like, and I mean, that's not to say that that's going to happen. I'm just saying, to anyone, like, if you identify as anything, you get confused by your labels, because your labels aren't... So they're not immutable, I guess. It's like you discover new things about yourself the longer that you live, and you understand your past more the further you go into your future. You can figure it out.
I agree. I think that quizzes like this aren't necessarily the best way to determine what your sexual orientation is. I think sexual orientation really comes down to what you feel you are.
Yeah, at any given moment, you know, like, you don't have to marry your label. Labels are helpful, like, they're empowering, I guess, at first.
They can be empowering.
As far as being able to stand up for yourself and define yourself to other people, like to the haters or whatever, or to the people who you just feel like you need to explain yourself to, but they're only empowering, I think, to a point. So after a point, they kind of become a cage, I guess. Or they don't always, because some people just go steadily on. Nothing changes. They don't discover anything that out there new, you know? You know, like this...
for some people, taking this quiz and getting an answer that says you're homosexual leaning or bi, mostly heterosexual, might be disconcerting. Because you're like, well, I've been straight all my life. Now what do I do with myself? Am I going to start liking men? Taking the quiz isn't going to change anything with who you find yourself sexually attracted to.
Right. And it's just kind of an aid, like, to help you kind of identify, like, if you're trying to figure it out, you know? Like, there was no reason for you to take this test. There was really no reason for me to take this test except curiosity. Like, clearly, I had a harder time with it than you did.
You seemed completely flabbergasted
like,
the entire way through.
Wait, I have to pick? I have to choose something? I think it's hilarious. But you know, like the Kinsey test, I was also confused by my answer. I was a Kinsey 6. which is just 100% all the way homosexual, which is,
But how long ago did you take that test?
I don't know, a while back, but it's still, nothing was different.
Is it more years though? Because
I think it just
the way
didn't.
this one is set up, it leaves more room for non-sexual attraction and that type of thing.
Yeah, and that wasn't in the Kinsey test. Like the Kinsey, I thought I would be a 4 or 5. I thought I'd be a 5, maybe a 4.
Which, like I said earlier,
but I was a 6.
I mean, just because you hang out with people that are in the LGBT community doesn't mean that you're LGBT.
Right. Right, but that's a question on here. Like, if you're comfortable hanging out mostly with straight people, that doesn't mean you're straight.
Because I mean, I feel comfortable
means
making a strong emotional bond with you.
Yeah.
And I've always been like that. If someone is a cool person, I'm willing to get to know you. It doesn't mean I want to.
Yeah, exactly. It's
take
not
you into a closet.
Right.
And
yeah, a closet is no closets. Yeah.
No 7 minutes of heaven. Thank you. I'll pass on that.
Although I have started playing spin the bottle with myself. Like, I mean, there's no one around.
Always get to kiss yourself.
Yeah, I'm a good kisser too. At least I think so. I mean, and I'm only impressing myself. So.
Well, I mean that pug pillow. It looks a little disappointed.
Oh yeah, there's a pug pillow over there.
I might be lying. Alright, so back to the fight for clean air with Mr. Pug the Pillow.
No fight for clean air. Alright. So, Pug Pillow. So yeah, that's the video, pretty much, I think. I just wanted to do a science experiment and see if there were any surprises, which I didn't expect there were.
Were you surprised?
Me?
Yes.
No, because I honestly didn't know what it would think I was, and I wasn't surprised by yours at all, because I know you. Of course, I know me too. Were you surprised at all?
No. I mean, I think that a label is a label, and the quiz is just trying to do what it's programmed to do and calculate it into some way that gives somebody who doesn't know a general idea.
Yeah.
I know that I'm attracted to females, and it's probably going to remain that way. So,
I'm sorry. I'm just picturing you like getting hit in the head with a rock and turning gay, like on a cartoon or something, and then if they hit you in the head with a rock again, you turn straight. The pink kryptonite turns Superman gay. Most people don't know that, I find. Oh, but anyway, yeah. But probably, you just more or less, you are who you are.
Yeah, with the trends the way they're going, I don't think I'm going to be encountering any pink kryptonite hitting me in the head, so.
Yeah. But, I guess, yeah, closing thoughts for me. If you find that you are empowered by your labels, then use your labels. And make sure people know your labels. Make sure you know your labels. But if it ever gets to the point where you feel like your labels are caged, you don't have to stay in there. The door's not locked. You know, we think the door is locked. Once you come out and say, I am this, we're locked in the cage. But yeah, that's the secret. The cage door is not locked. You can walk out. You don't have to have a label. Labels, you only need a label when you need a label, I guess. Those are my thoughts, and feel free to disagree. My thoughts are not law. I'm not stating any of this as fact. It's
Let him know in the comments.
Right. Hey, I got 17 subscribers now, so it's not my sweet 16 anymore. I have 17. We're getting there.
One subscriber at a time.
I mean, my dream was always to have 18 subscribers. so we'll see.
Are you going to throw a surprise birthday party on your 18th birthday?
I don't know. I mean, can you
18th
throw a surprise
subscriber?
birthday party for yourself? No, okay, see, we're talking and we're going to just keep talking for 30 minutes. So we need to wrap this video up because you're hungry. I don't know if you remember that. You need to go get food. You need to feed your wife.
Yeah.
And you can go tell her the good news. That you're straight.
Yeah.
That you took a test,
Yeah.
a scientific test. You
Yeah.
are heterosexual. So she can stop worrying.
Uh-oh, do I need to get her to take the test?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
do that. I will put a link, as I said, down in the description
Okay.
below. So if you want to take this test, you can. All right, so I guess I'm done. Are you done?
That was a great episode of I Can't
We're
Sleep.
done, and I will talk to you next time.
All right, so
Bye-bye.
the next conversation is going to be...
Bye. Goodbye.